classification. It's bad for oysters. I don't really know if it's bad for SpongeBob, but we do know that there are some places in the Pacific and in the tropical Atlantic where the acidity is already getting to be enough that it's difficult for marine organisms to make those calcium carbonate shells.
What's the pH?
Pardon me?
What's the pH?
I've got the slide somewhere. The pH, so the oceans are still basic, right? They're still slightly basic, but we've lost about, I want to say it's 2 to 3 pH units over the last 4 decades. They are getting more acidic, right? They're moving down. They're not acidic yet, right? They're not pH 6.
They're not alpha. The ocean pH has not changed from 7.3 to 8.3 over hundreds of millions of years. That term acidic is wrong.
Just re-ask specific questions.
It's a false statement. It's so misleading. It's just false.
You can ask me that at the end.
No, he's saying it's acidic.
No, I said it. No.
Excuse me.
No. Let me finish. It's a good point. But let me be clear, okay?
It's chemistry 101.
Let me be clear, right? I don't think I said the oceans are acidic. I said they are growing. That's a cartoon. Did you hear what? They're growing.
The oceans will never grow acidic. You don't know chemistry.
Sir, if you're not going to be civil and allow him to make his presentation, there will be plenty of time for questions. That's A-okay, but there will be time for questions. There will be time for questions about that.
It's so absurd what he's saying. Sorry, you're making a very false statement.
Okay.
You actually,
Can I go on? Can I go on?
I guess the truth is rude.
Can I go on? Right? So I don't agree with you on what I said. I take your point, right? The oceans are not going to get, it's not like they're going to become pH 4, right? Let's not be silly about it, right? But they're already at a level, they're already at a pH level that makes it difficult for some marine organisms to actually build calcium carbonate exoskeletons. That's a really serious issue.
That's a false statement. It's science.
It is science, pretty much along the eastern seaboard. And so this is now, sorry?
What do you attribute that
That's simply more water. This is sea level rise.
to? This is sea level rise.
Yeah, it's simply more water. Yeah.
How much is the sea level risen?
Oh, where we are? I want to say 4 or 5 inches over the last 50 years. Something like that.
Like 2 over the last 50 years. But,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, so sea level rise on this local scale depends on a lot of different things.
Now, Mark, is that interruption not an actual book?
So now, I'm happy. Do you want to moderate? Okay, your hand was up first.
Katla, the largest volcano in Iceland, releases as much CO2 as a middle-sized European country. I didn't see any of your slides going back before 1800. The slide showing sea level rise starting around 1840 or so started on the left with a flat line, whereas we know that the sea level has gone up about 600 feet in the last 1,500 years. So, yeah, the sea level's rising. We can't build so close to the ocean, that's all. And I'll say one other thing as a physician. There are far more health issues in winter with cold. More people die and get hurt with cold, shoveling heart attacks, freezing, than in heat waves.
Sir.
Thank you for your presentation. What I'm concerned about is when I hear climate change theory being put forth, and I know that's not all you were talking about here, but it was woven into everything that was in there. And I hear things like 97% of scientists agree that humans are the cause of global warming, that it's settled science, and that there's nothing else to talk about. We just need to start taking action and all this kind of stuff. I'm not a scientist, but my degree's in critical thinking and teaching. So I know how to read research. And I've read a lot of research. And not everyone agrees. with climate change theory and what the IPCC is telling people. There's a simple thing here. There was a petition put out by 32,000 American scientists, 10,000 of them who were PhDs, who were saying that we should not accept the Kyoto Agreement, that there is no convincing scientific evidence that human release of carbon dioxide is causing catastrophic warming in the atmosphere. And moreover, that the release of CO2 in the atmosphere, along with a little more warmth, is very beneficial to plant life, and therefore every one of us. That's a good thing. So I don't like being lied to. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying I don't like being lied to by the government, by international organizations. I've read the executive summary of this report. It's terrifying. It sounds exactly like the Green New Deal, which is also terrifying to me because I think it's absolutely absurd. So I want people, there are thousands and thousands of scientists who do not agree with climate change theory, nor do they agree that, and for the last 20 years, the warming that was predicted to happen, excuse me, let me just finish. For the last 20 years, the warming trend that was predicted never happened. Polar bears. Yeah, I do have a question. I just would like to know, in the light of this contrary evidence, how do you make sense out of the fact that not all scientists agree? There are thousands and thousands of research studies done by non-governmental scientists that point to exactly the opposite, that this global warming theory is a hoax, and that's my question. How do you respond to that?
Okay. Good question. So I would respond to it in a couple of ways. Okay, one is to check your sources. Right? So the statement that there's been no warming in the last, or that the warming trend that was predicted to occur in the last 20 years has not occurred is incorrect. Right? It's just wrong. But no, it's not actually, because I've looked at the papers that have made that claim, and so what they've actually done is they have misunderstood the actual nature of the scenarios. So the only way, this is not a weather prediction, right? So technically it's not what we call an initial value problem, right? So it's more of a heat balance problem, and so typically what a lot of those papers do is they'll cherry pick, right? They'll say, well, so let's look at these different scenarios that are analyzed both in the literature and then evaluated in exercises like this national assessment of the IPCC.
Absolutely false.
No. So what did
I'm a liar here.
say that was a lie?
Well, let me read the IPCC report of 2013, which was first part of it.
Hold on. Please, sir. No, listen. No. We, no. Listen, please don't yell. No. Everyone needs to, people, hang on. Okay, but please. Actually, I feel this is, no. Excuse me. Time out. Everyone, please just stop. Sir, you too. Sir, just 1 minute. Sir, just one moment. Please, no. Everyone, listen. This is a very big problem in our society. No, I will let you participate, sir. I will. No. I want to talk to the entire room. I want to say to the entire room, this will not be tolerated. We live in a civil society. No. This is not, listen.
Who the hell are you?
Listen. Please
That's
calm
racist.
down.
Tell me to get out of here?
Please calm down. Calm down, sir.
Okay, why don't you get out of here?
You know what? I'm going to call 911 then, actually. So if you'd like, I'll call the police.
You just said get out of here.
No.
Is that all right?
No, it is not all right. Everyone needs to stop. Sir, hang on. This, you called him a liar. That was not okay.
What's not okay?
To call him a liar is not okay. We will have a civil discussion. You know something then? No, you know, this is not productive. This is not civil. And this is not how library programs are conducted. We had this, so I don't think that we should call it off, but maybe I should call it off. Actually, okay, the meeting is canceled. I am so sorry, but I'm actually, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Dr. Janettos.
You want me to read it? What does the IPCC report say? It says no evidence and no consensus.